It's another episode of Poker Time. It's our 5-10 cash game.
Is it a musical episode or are you going to sing?
I'm going to sing. It is a musical episode.
Don't do any copyrighted material. That gets us in trouble with the YouTubes.
Well, the good news is my singing is expert enough that the YouTube algorithm won't be able to pick up on it.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Look at this interesting action to start us off already. Wheel with a pretty loose open +1.
Yeah.
And Mustache sensing something or just wanting to 3-bet. 3-bet's an unconventional hand from the hijack.
Yes, indeed. And Wheel has exactly the kind of hand you mostly want to fold to this 3-bet.
Yep.
And it looks like he is going to let it go.
I really like mixing in a couple plays like that, like what Mustache just did there with hands like that, even against early position openers. I think it's kind of cool to have in your repertoire.
Yeah, you don't want your range to be too easy to define.
Yep.
Oh, Wheel getting a dose of his own medicine.
And these guys, of course, are playing an iterated game. They play each other all the time, as we've seen many episodes of Poker Time. A lot of the same players.
The other nice thing is because we're on the stream here, Mustache, I don't know if Wheel's actually watching these things. I think he is, though. Mustache may know that Wheel's watching this, and he doesn't even have to keep doing this. He can do this once or twice on the stream and not have to do it other times and still widens his range.
Yeah.
Because it's known. It's public.
Oh, I'll take a bottle of water too.
Wheel definitely watches. He's asked us about the interns.
He has. He asked us if the interns were real, which is absurd. We're looking at them right now. Of course they're real. Anyway, we got a straddle on the button.
I wonder if he was asking if like the way they talk to Wheel is real, or if he should think that maybe they're just kind of like acting that way because they're being nice, you know?
Yeah, they're not. They're not being nice. They're actually not nice to Grant, and they're not very nice to me, quite frankly, Wheel. But they like you, and not in just a friend zone kind of a way. Let me say,
That's right.
they're very interested.
Action Aaron going to do the Action Aaron thing and flop a gut shot. Unfortunately, he's not going to have much fold equity, especially against Ken.
That is for sure. Ken's going to check, and that's going to work out great because Action Aaron bets.
Does Action Aaron shut it down, or does he keep going? I don't see Ken folding, maybe ever, maybe on any card on the river.
It's probably true. Maybe even a king doesn't really make any sense, unless you're only losing like King 10 and King 5. Then
He showed you what it was.
Instead of the same suit.
Ken already just
look at that.
he's not trying to dissuade a bet. He's just like, I don't want to waste any time. I'm putting these chips in.
If you're Aaron, what does that feel like?
Not good.
Hey, it's the nuts for Ken.
Well, that's going to be pretty easy to play. I think it's a very obvious check. Good job. And now we check raise.
Sure.
If Aaron bets, of course.
And Aaron bets 500, and Ken calls instantly.
You know,
Such a bad call.
you're just bitter because
Why would you call that? What if I had a jack?
Look, you did have a joke.
He's got a jack. Oh, mother. They both.
That's what if you had a jack.
So close, so close.
So Ken just check calls with the nuts.
I guess he thought he didn't want to. Obviously, Ken's not interested in wasting anybody's time.
That's
With
clear.
how quickly he called the turn. And he thought, like, well, there's no way I'm getting called unless it's a chop. So what's the point?
I imagine that was his thought process. Yet,
You got to go for it.
this is a free roll.
Yeah, you gotta
It
try.
costs us nothing except 25 seconds of time or something, like maybe 3 minutes of time.
Ken doesn't have 25 seconds to mess around, man. Tell him the amount of the bet. Don't dilly-dally with the chips. Just tell him how much it is. He'll put it in before you do. It's fine.
Nice try, Ken.
Well, Aaron took quite a big blow there.
Yep. That might increase the action of Action Aaron.
Sounds good to me. Digital Dan seems to be very confused.
Is that card hot?
Is that a card? What is that? Oh, that was
I
a card.
think Mustache said he saw the card. They were confirming.
That makes sense.
It's the noble thing to do.
Yep. Gets weird, though. So he said what he thought the card was, and then the dealer looks, and then the dealer always has to turn the card over either way, right? If
Yep.
she says no, that also gives information.
Right, that means it's not that card.
Or even a card right around there.
Action Aaron, it said folded ace king. I don't believe it.
It seems unlikely. There it is. He's got it in the hijack. After Digital Dan limps +1 with ace-5 off.
Well, he had a bit of a rough time last episode, and you were wondering if he was going to tilt.
Yeah, and it wasn't that long ago in real time.
Yeah.
Even though last episode was a week ago, in real time it's about 20 minutes ago.
He might be like
For
this
Dan.
camera right now, just a little tilted.
Yeah.
Really hope they came out all fives.
For all these cards being flipped up. Check.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Does that check?
You can go either way here as Aaron. Deny equity or just check and see what happens.
I think it's fine just to deny equity mostly.
Looks like he's just going to take the pot.
Just blaming Josh for just everything.
Or did he take the pot? I thought he took the bet back.
No, I can see a chip.
I'll give you some counts.
So I think Dan is thinking Dan's going to call.
Well, he does have backdoor straight draw.
I think he just does not believe, but there's going to be a lot of weird spots on the turn. Oh, well, that makes it easy for action, Aaron.
I imagine Aaron's going to check back now, actually.
Yeah, I would think so.
It's hard to imagine getting called by a worse hand now when you bet twice.
You're only trying to get one more street of value with this hand in this spot.
Ooh, Dan's going to take a shot here.
Dan's going to suddenly lead. The check call, lead play.
Very reminiscent of the last hand of last episode when,
It's true.
when Wolf did this.
Look how quickly Aaron calls. You can't love that as Dan.
Time to shut it down.
It's like two pair and shit. It's a serious.
And the jack of clubs comes in. There was no card that was going to help Dan. And I would guess almost no card in the deck that was really going to scare Aaron except maybe a diamond.
Can you go for value? I don't think he can.
I mean, when Dan leads and then checks, he might have... Does he ever have a king?
No. How?
I mean, he has ace 5. Could he have king
Ace
jack?
5 is at least ace high. It's got...
I mean, king jack is not that different than ace 5 in terms of showdown value.
Whoa.
Well, things got
Welcome to the zone.
illuminating. Aaron looks like he is going to go for the bet. He does.
I don't like it.
Let's see if we can get any value.
Ooh,
It's gonna be
tiny
hard to,
bet.
Hard. Well, that makes it a little more interesting, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, how can he get value against this hand, though? Seems impossible. Dan has not folded yet. Dan is reaching. Dan is reaching deep. Dan is raising.
Well, that's one. Oh, and Aaron just doesn't even consider.
Insta-call.
Oh, the tilt is going to happen. The tilt is going to happen for Dan.
Wow. That did not work in a big way.
I think Aaron's sizing is what incentivized that.
I think so. Now, do you think Aaron called because of the size, or do you think he called because his name is Action Aaron and that's who he is in his heart?
I think it's maybe a combo.
Yeah. I like how quickly he called.
Yeah.
I kind of appreciate that as someone who takes a lot of time in those spots.
Ken style.
Yeah. I know I'm calling. Why do I have to pretend I'm going to think about it? Well, I wonder how that feels as Dan when you can't get top pair to fold or even think about folding on that check raise. Makes you think that's probably not a good check raise.
I think we're in a cascading tilt zone for Dan.
Let's find out. Look how sad Caremio looks now.
It's like I should have listened to more Poker Guys podcasts.
His name is so cool.
Has he even bought the back catalog?
I don't think he has.
What the hell?
Well, maybe get on that, Caremio.
Yeah.
It's only $100. Get like how many? 137 hours or something?
Yeah, something like that. 192 episodes.
It's crazy. It's the greatest deal in...
It's not for sale anywhere. You have to email us.
Oh, okay. But still,
Yeah.
reach out, bro. Anyway. All right, back to Hold'em. I mean, yeah. Back to Hold'em.
We think.
We have a straddle on the button.
Looks like Wolf is interested in playing, and that is why.
That is a very pretty hand.
Somebody else would straddle for him just to make sure that there was always a straddle.
65 from Mike.
We got some folding. That wasn't 10-9 of spades that just folded, was it?
No, it was offsuit.
Okay. We also got the 4-3 suited.
That seems like a pretty clear call.
I
guess
agree.
Wolf is short. That makes it a little less appealing.
You're in position. You've already got $20 in there. How do you not call for 2 more blinds? 4-3 suited. Come on. Let's go. You got to put this money in. Wheels. Looks like he's folding. He is.
It's not really congruent with the same guy who started this episode by opening King 10 off +1.
Yeah, 3-betting 9s.
Yeah.
Big. But you know, Wheel is a mood, isn't he? Just a
He's
whole mood.
the mood of a generation.
They say, you know, the interns sometimes say he's a little bit extra.
Yeah, they talk about him like that.
Definitely should have called.
I think that hair is a little bit extra. Look at that wave.
It's the same hair he's always had. What are you talking about?
It's like the Pacific Ocean out there, man. It's beautiful.
Sure.
I just want to get a surfboard.
Okay. It's getting normal over here.
Got Danny straddling the button. It's going to start with mustache and the small blind.
Straddle every hand, but
Digital Dan continues to fold.
thank you. I appreciate it.
Bad things have happened so far for Digital Dan.
55 fold.
Not too bad, I guess. But Not great.
Has to straddle 20.
He's not happy.
No, he did not look happy.
Says no.
We're going to make our way over to Ken, who seemed to have raised.
Action Aaron said folded ace jack. That didn't happen.
Impossible.
Fine with that.
Action Aaron must have raised.
Yeah.
Aaron and Ken do a flop.
And Ken calls.
Good flop for Aaron.
Yeah.
Let me know when you're caught up.
Here we go. We're starting to get some other cards. Ken with the king nine of diamonds.
So nothing. And he lets it go.
Aaron bet 100.
Aaron bet 100.
Yeah.
And Ken folded.
And
Oh,
now
he
Ken
did.
folded. And Danny's going to let it go too. Ken could have got himself in a little bit of trouble there with another diamond on the board, huh?
Yeah.
A little bit of trouble.
But he didn't.
You got me?
Right. But I'm saying
But he didn't.
the potential was there for devastation.
I don't know about devastation. Ken's going to be fine no matter what.
Really.
He's got a smile in his heart.
I don't think that's a healthy thing if you have a smile in your heart. That is not where smiles
It's
are supposed
treatable.
to be. I mean, a smile in your heart is like...
We're deep.
It's okay.
I have
Ken
a,
listens to this. Tell him it's okay.
I have an uncle who's a heart surgeon, and
Then I don't think.
I don't think it would end well.
But everybody's deep.
I say that with someone with an uncle who's a heart surgeon.
Right,
So,
of course. You're very, very informed.
Yep. And we got another straddle on the button. Looks like there's a lot of that going around, much like the Delta variant.
Oh, nice joke.
So
Wolf's
Wolf,
he's gonna step out of line a little bit here.
yeah, a little bit.
On me?
Now is Caremio a Digital Dan fan? I guess we're gonna find out. Nope, hates him.
Wheel gets out. Danny gets out, and Mustache looks like he's calling very quickly with not the Jack 5, but a different hand.
It's a hand.
We're going to know sooner.
Not Jack 5.
It'll come up. There, it's coming.
That's not it.
Wheel didn't call Jack 5. That's a lie.
Yep.
But Mustache
Jack
does have
9.
Jack 9. Okay.
Okay.
That's fine. Defending the button with it.
Jason.
Not unreasonable.
We're gonna figure this one out.
Yeah, this is a thing that happens at times. And apparently there was a flop. There's the flop. It's Jack high. Very good for Mustache.
Looks like Wheel would have made 2 pair, but of course he's not actually in the hand.
No. And it's a bet and a call. Mike could still find his way out of this one, I think. It's not the greatest card, but I guess it's okay if Mike wanted to keep barreling.
Let's go ahead and call him Wolf because that's what it says on the screen.
Right. Wolf or Wolf.
Yeah.
Wolfie. He looks like he is going to keep barreling.
You look like a Raider.
I mean, even with Mustache's exact hand, you can't love it. I don't think you can fold top pair here. But it doesn't feel good. Mustache will call. If Mike wants to barrel one more time, though, it's going to be real hard.
Of course you mean Wolf.
Yes.
Let me tell you why I flipped the cards. 'Cause my hands are
Will Wolf take a shot? A big bet might get through. 450 might get through.
Instead he gives up. and-
Understandable.
Yeah. Not a good start for Wolf in these first 2 episodes.
No. Not so good. Both that corner, basically, Wolf and Digital Dan have been caught bluffing.
And we're back.
Always feels good to be back.
Yeah, it's like when you go on a trip and you come back home and you kind of re-respect your home.
You just
You're like, oh yeah, it's nice to be here.
yeah, it feels good, right? You're
Yeah.
like, I know this place, and this place knows me.
Right. This place knows me. It's deep. Aaron gonna, do
Yeah.
a thing. Limp out of the small blind with the button straddle with Jack 8 off.
Caremio looks like he's going to punish that limp.
Caremio style.
Is it 55?
That is a small raise.
That is very small. There's already a completion, and of course the button is already got 20 in there as well.
Got a call from Mustache, although we've skipped over him, of course.
There's the King Queen. Digital down with 5s. Mike gets out of the way, and I guess Action Aaron's going to call, right?
Can you get it through your head to call him Wolf? Is
Nope.
it possible?
I really can't. I'm trying, but I'm not trying.
Doesn't
hard.
really feel like you're trying.
Not that hard. I'm not that. I have an intention to try. How about that? Anyway, here we go. Ace 10 8.
Not much of a flop for anybody. I
Action
guess.
Aaron flops best.
No, Caremio has the best hand.
Caremio has the best hand. I kind of like Mustache's hand here, of course.
And
the
Mustache's hand seems the most playable.
best. But let's see if someone bets. Caremio's going to bet 130
Wow,
with
just
the best.
Just repping that ace, and it's going to work, I think. Everybody's just going to fold.
Yeah, I don't see how. I mean, Aaron does have an 8, but can he really call?
I mean, we believe they fold. We're going to look at the board.
We'll know eventually. If a turn comes out, we'll know Aaron didn't fold. Hey,
There's,
here's some guys who aren't in the hand. Here's some more guys who aren't in the hand.
Yeah.
Let's maybe go, okay, we won't see the guys who aren't in the hand, but that's
It's
fine.
better. It's better that way.
Caremio wins, and it's fine. You know, sometimes people say to me, why aren't you guys bigger? You guys, your show is on par with, all those other poker shows. And then I see this kind of, this, and I'm like, maybe not. Maybe one day. We got some work to do.
Dogs can't run an MRI machine.
I mean, not everyone can be poker night in America, right?
Dogs and cats with machines, but not humans with machines.
Well, he's part machine, so he knows.
I don't trust people or machines because they're
Would you
both
fly if a
powerful.
cat were flying the plane?
No. Probably be safer.
That's why you
though.
don't fly.
Mike Crazer does Digital Dan look like he's about to kill somebody.
You're not crazy at all.
at that.
I am not.
Wow.
I'm a little concerned. It's also, as you said in the previous episode, the air conditioning's not working. It's hot in
Yes,
the room.
really hot.
That incites violence.
And yet, Danny and Wheel look so placid. You look at Mustache, too.
Maybe
Mustache
they-
looks like the calmest, happiest guy.
Maybe they have those special shirts that have fans in them.
Oh, I love those shirts.
Yeah.
Those are my favorite kinds of shirts. We got a straddle on the button, and here we go.
Seriously, man. It's just, people would really. I mean,
Yeah, just take a deep breath.
Digital Dan going to make it 65 with the King 6 suited, and bad news, Wolf's got 9s.
He
Gonna
just
call.
calls.
That's fine. And Aaron going to call as well with, probably almost any 2 cards, quite frankly.
10-8. It's actually reasonable-ish.
It is. Digital Dan with the least equity. And Wolf with the best hand, Aaron with the second best hand here.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Dan's just going to kind of give up here. Probably worth a bet if you're Wolf.
Yeah, I think so. Great spot. Aaron definitely calling at least one street.
Yep.
We know that about Action Aaron. He's definitely not super
And
interested in
if
folding.
you have this hand,
Oh, yeah.
you have to.
I would have played this the same way Aaron's playing it so far. I would have called pre and I would have called right now. For sure. Having the 10 of clubs is not always amazing, but right now it's pretty good.
It's good to have the 10 of clubs now. We want the 10 of clubs.
Suddenly we like having the 10 of clubs.
Wolf does have a gut shot.
I appreciate Wolf checking here where now a queen is beating him, Jack 10 is beating him, 10-9 is beating him.
10-8 is beating him.
10-8 is beating him. You're beating clubs. If there's a bet, you're beating clubs maybe only.
You're beating ace-3 suited.
If he bets it. Is he going to bet an 8 or a 3? I don't know. Well, he bets 225.
It's a pretty good price, but you might be drawing to just 6 outs, and maybe that's not always good.
Right. You hit your 9, it may not be the winner. Jack 10 is beating you and would still be beating you. Looks like Wolf is not interested in folding.
Well, Wolf probably aware of Action Aaron's reputation, and he's going to raise. He does block the
Wow.
nuts. That's
Wow,
kind of
wow,
cool.
wow.
I just don't see how Action Aaron could possibly fold this hand.
He's already called, it looks like.
And it looks like we have not updated Wolf's stack. He definitely has more than one.
Yeah, he has a lot more than that. He's got like 5, 6, like probably $700 there, just to be clear.
Looks like Aaron is called, and
So if you're Wolf, are you going for it here?
you still block the nuts,
He is going to go for it.
and Aaron snap calls, I believe.
He does not snap call.
Oh, I thought I heard him say call.
Oh, did Wolf just go all in? Wolf went all in.
Okay, so
Let's see
that's
if we can announce how much it is.
1220.
1220. Whoa.
It's
1220 in a pot of about 1700. Wow,
this
Wolf is
not
really going for
not
it.
a fun spot if you're Aaron. Wolf does actually have a good candidate for this play. It's a good bluff candidate.
I
if you're gonna
kind of
have
like
him.
the check raise too because his hand probably isn't really good enough to call
Yeah.
the turn with, and he does block the nuts. The problem is this may be the wrong opponent to pull the trigger on the river against.
How much time do I have? 3 seconds. All right, I'll call just for fun.
Oh man, that sucks if you're Wolf. All right, I'll call just for fun.
It's the wrong part of the range, really. I don't know that Wolf was necessarily targeting this. You're more targeting like Queen Jack,
Yeah.
Jack 10, stuff like that. I think than the two pair hands. Although some two hands might consider folding, but not Action Aaron.
No,
And that's why I wonder if this is the right opponent to take the shot against.
it was probably one of the right combos to turn into a bluff.
No question.
But it might be the wrong opponent, to your point.
Yeah.
500.
And Action Aaron is rolling now.
Yep. We've had a lot of haves and a lot of have-nots in this session so far. A lot of big pots, mostly going to the same kinds of guys. Aaron's won a few.
Danny won a pretty big one.
Danny won a big one. Ken won a big one. Basically, when someone tries to bluff, the guy who's calling has won big pots. We've seen at least 4 or 5
Yeah.
like that so
Wolf
far.
being the victim in 2 of those cases.
Well, being also the perpetrator.
Well, yeah, the victim of losing money.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Ken picked off an Aaron bluff. Digital Dan tried to bluff Aaron. Wolf tried to bluff both Danny and Aaron. None of them have worked. And these big, big pots with huge river bets.
They've always been against pretty good hands.
Yeah. But, pretty good when you call like the raise on the turn and the check raise on the river, something like that. Pretty good usually isn't enough.
Well,
but-
Ken had the nuts.
Okay, Ken had the nuts, but I'm talking about like Action Aaron with Ace King on the King
Yeah.
Queen board.
Yeah, that one was.
Even this last one for Action Aaron.
Yeah.
Those are very foldable hands. But
Well, Ken's current hand is not a foldable hand. He's got Ace Queen. Going to open it up in the small blind.
Action Aaron, I can't imagine him folding, especially after this little run.
No, he likes to play his streaks. Caremio coming along for the ride. He's
Pretty
got
little hand.
not so good when Aaron's in there with the Ace 9, but
Got
overall,
hearts
yeah.
at least. Well, open ender for Aaron. Ken checks top.
I kind of like it. I like mixing that in there. It's a very coordinated board. Getting raised is really uncomfortable.
Agreed. Aaron bets 115. Caremio open-ended with the back door.
It's not a good open
It
ender.
sure isn't. That king does not feel good at all. Aaron's at least, open-ended, but if he makes either side, he's got the nuts on one and he's got a very strong hand on the other.
Obviously, Ken cannot fold this.
Of course not.
And I don't know if there's a run out that
Ken raises.
Ken raised. I don't know about that.
He knows his opponent, maybe?
I mean, it looks like he's going to get great value.
Yeah, he gets the call.
He's got Aaron in deep trouble here.
He sure does. That's a great card for Ken.
I guess once you check raise, you should continue.
Yeah, I think you have to. He also has the ace of hearts in his hand, which makes everything
Helps
a little
bit,
A little bit better.
just in case.
I mean, the only things you're losing to really, I guess you could be losing to 8-9 suited, or just 8-9 with Aaron.
I mean,
Jack 10, Queen 10.
yeah, Aaron
That's about it.
might just call with those hands.
Queen
on the
Jack.
flop.
We block a lot of that. He didn't put in the re-raise on the flop. So
But Ken did check raise. He might just call with
I would just call with that, especially when Ken opens. Like
Yeah.
Ken has Ace King a lot, right?
Yep. Interesting decision to check raise by Ken there.
Ken gets more value and shuts out the equity, in that Aaron doesn't get to check back the turn. And
True.
Ken got an extra $235 out of it. That was like an ideal play for the actual hands.
In
the
practice
situation.
against that hand, it was perfect.
Yeah,
Looks like we have a bomb pot.
it was a pretty coordinated board though.
It was. I wouldn't recommend that as a general play.
But Ken, the rich get richer. Ken is the Elon Musk of this table right now. Aaron maybe the Jeff Bezos, and everyone else works for them.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Exactly. You just got like a slow leak over here.
Every
That's a natural thing for old men. You take it easy on them.
thought that was the walking parts.
You are no longer my son.
I'm sticking up for you.
Didn't sound like it.
Who will win the roulette this time?
Here comes the board. 7-4 Jack with 2 diamonds.
He is for horses.
Are you asking a question?
8-5 Ace. Rainbow.
Well, Wheels got 2 pair on the bottom and a gut shot on top.
Not too shabby.
Oh, I didn't do anything.
Top for Danny on top.
I think it says the nut flush draw.
Yeah, so that's a pretty good hand.
Yep. Gut shot and a pair for Mustache who lets it go. Doesn't look like a whole lot for Digital Dan either.
I guess he's got something.
Jack 7-4. So he's got top 2 on the top.
Yep.
Fair enough. And some funky
He's got a
stuff
pair
besides
on the
that.
bottom. He's got a
Back
pair of-
doors.
pair of
Some bad back
fives.
doors. Turn lets it go. Creamy lets it go. Ken with top set up top.
Yep, but nothing going on the bottom. He's going to really want to see a 6 on the bottom. I guess.
Yeah. Not much at all there. You're right. Ken
Well,
just
now
calls
he's got a full
whoa.
house.
And Dan's got Jack 7.
Ooh.
Oh my. Wait, does someone have 3-4? Oh, they got rid of their 3-4. Okay. Wheels got 3 pair on the bottom.
Yeah, that can't feel very good, though, with nothing on top.
Danny has trip 7s and the nut flush draw up top.
And he's
top,
drawing dead there.
And top on the bottom. But yeah,
He is winning on the bottom.
he's not drawing dead. Oh no, the 7 is in Digital Dan's hand. You're right.
He's
drawing
not
dead.
winning on the bottom, actually. Wheels winning on the bottom.
So it checked.
That's a good idea. Fucking skill shot. 8-foot square in the middle.
Digital Dan bets 125
He
here.
does
on the
have
turn.
he's almost certain is the best hand on top. He is
Yeah.
wrong.
Ken looks like Ken just called.
Did he
I saw him
do
throw
anything
chips
yet?
out. I already saw him throw chips out. Yeah, he already called, and you see Wheel. That was Wheel's call over there too, I think, or Danny's.
It is
It was
not.
Danny.
The,
It was
it is
Danny.
not the nuts on top, so I guess you can't kind of free roll a raise exactly. Although it feels almost like it.
It feels pretty good. Okay, let's see what we got now. Well, Wheel makes a straight on the bottom.
Yep, he's going to take the bottom unless he folds.
We got a check. Check.
It's supposed to be a minute clock, right?
Yes. There you go. Sorry. Thank you.
Dan's looking
He uses a time extension.
If you were that good looking, you would too.
for- Agreed.
Dan goes all in.
Ooh.
2 times the pot.
He's going to get called by Ken, and Ken is winning the bottom against Dan.
Well, he's winning the top against Dan. I know that.
Does Wheel call? He doesn't have the nuts on the bottom.
I don't know why Wheel would call without the nuts on the bottom with nothing up top. Dan's got to think he's almost always good because Ken just called flop and turn.
Ken might scoop Dan here if Wheel folds.
I mean, Dan is not getting any of this pot no matter what.
That is correct. But Ken might win just a monster.
Yes. There's 3.8K in the pot right now.
It's a terrible spot for Wheel. And he lets it go. I think that's a good move, even though it doesn't work out this time.
Let's see if we can get the reactions here.
Or if I had a jack. Oh, God, I read that.
You have jacks.
Check's full.
Didn't have the bottom.
Pair of jacks on the bottom. Oh my god.
I had them straight on the bottom.
Wow.
6-7?
That is heartbreaking for Digital Dan.
Digital Dan thought he was free rolling the top. So if he gets everyone to fold, he gets the whole pot. And if not, he figures he's always at least chopping. He's almost never getting quartered even because no one raised at any point. I mean, like the other Jack 7 probably not even out there usually. But
That is a brutal one. And what a boon for Ken that it went that way and Wheel ended up folding.
it's perfect.
Ken.
Perfect. Getting to win the other half of the pot
With
with just
jacks.
Well, just 2 6s. Oh, jacks. Sure,
Yeah.
it was jacks. But like,
He
yeah,
gets
one
to use
pair.
his jacks there, too.
Yeah, I forgot. Well, Ken, we used to call him the destroyer of worlds, and he is back destroying freaking planets. That was like a $3,800 pot.
That was a large pot. Wheel is very
Holy.
upset as well, of course, because he would have won half the pot.
Yep. I'm sure Dan loves hearing about that, how upset Wheel is for right now. Dan thought he was free rolling, but Ken plays a little bit differently.
Yeah.
Plays, and you can't always just assume he's going to do what you think someone should do.
A couple sessions ago, Ken was just getting crushed by overplaying the Omaha pots, and maybe he watched that, took that to heart, and
Maybe.
sort of slowed down, and that actually impacted that hand a lot.
Maybe he wanted to make sure he was safe. I don't even know if he was. Maybe he wouldn't have even put in a big raise anyway on the river
Yeah.
because he didn't have the nuts. I don't know, but he didn't have a choice because Dan just shoved
Yeah.
2x the pot. That is unfortunate.
Anyway, back to earth.
Danny calls.
Some no limit hold'em. I believe the last hand of this episode.
I'm still sort of reeling.
Yeah, that was quite a pot.
Ken is still stacking the chips from that pot.
That's always a good feeling.
Yep. When a whole hand goes by and you haven't finished stacking the chips from the hand before, you've won a really big pot.
It's a nice time.
Yep. Always feels good.
Meanwhile, we have kind of nothing going on for anybody here.
Yeah.
We can all just bask in the glory of that last hand.
That's fine with me.
That's how we're going to end the episode. Just thinking about that, because this one's not going to go anywhere.
Somebody bet.
Man, let's see if
Somebody bet,
Digital
somebody
Dan
won.
returns, I guess. We'll find out next episode, next week on
Wow.
Poker Time.
Wow.